Mick.
Yuri.
Andre.
Shiloh.
Saeed.
Samantha.
Donquavius.
Hi, my name is Cameron Baker, and I'm currently a junior at Tarkington High School. I've went to this school, and I've grown up in Tarkington, Texas for as long as I can remember, and there are more than 5 generations of my family that have been living here in this town. I've never really been introduced to public speaking skills before, but I saw this class and I thought that it would definitely benefit me and my passions and my education as well as my career in the long run. So in this speech, I aim to tell you about the different aspects of my life, including my family, my background, my success in high school, and my long-term career path. So to start, I was born in Conroe, Texas on March 31st, Easter Sunday, which I think is an amazing fact in itself because Easter Sunday only falls on March 31st once in every 10 years. I was born to a very loving, encouraging family. They've always been there for me to support me through my studies and through my education, anything I could ask them for. My community, just like my family, is very tight-knit, very close. Everyone knows everyone here, and I like it that way. Recently, I discovered more about my ethnic background, and I didn't really know a lot about it until I was required to do this speech, so I started to dig, and it turns out that from my great-grandparents, their family members were actually Native American. So I have Cherokee and Choctaw, and then my other great-grandma is from Scandinavia. Schooling's always been a big part of my life. Part of my interest in genetics come from schooling. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always been heavily interested in the sciences, and along with math and history. I've never really been much of an artistic kind of person. I like the arts and music, but it's not been my strong point since I was little. As far as school, I have always been a straight A student. I've always been very dedicated to my studies, and in school, I'm involved in a lot of activities and clubs and organizations. One of my favorite clubs, which is Beta, is a club designed and run by my school in Tarkington to help the community and do service for the members of the community. So just for an example, we've went to a retirement home, we've set up a town-wide food drive, and we've had a Veterans Day honor program to try to bring some unity to our surrounding neighbors and our community as a whole. Another club that I'm proud to be in is the International Club. In this club, we're able to experience different cultural aspects from different places, learn about their languages, their beliefs, and all the things that they do on a daily routine. Another thing that I'm in is student council, and I really enjoy this organization because it helps me to focus on my time management skills and to focus on my organization skills as a whole in my school. Along with clubs, I've always been involved in sports. When I was younger, I was involved in cheer and volleyball. But now that I've gotten to high school, I've kind of narrowed down my sporting events into track and powerlifting. I was advised by some coaches to start these 2 sports, and now I love them. I think it's a very healthy way to channel my energy and be active as a person. I'm very successful in them, and I continue to plan to be successful, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to build my team skills. More important than my sports and my clubs is my education. I've always been education-oriented, and in this year, my junior year, I'm already focusing on college. As a matter of fact, my junior year and my senior year are going to be focused around college courses because for my career path, I'm going to end up being in 8 years of school. So any college classes that I can go ahead and take in high school is going to benefit me in the long run. As I mentioned, I'm on an 8-year career path because I want to be a dentist. I've thought about this, and it's a debated subject in my life, but dentistry seems to be the way for me to go. And I want to end up owning my own business, and because of this, I plan to major in biomedical sciences and minor in business. And hopefully in the long run, this will make me be a successful businesswoman as well as a dentist running her own company. As far as my future family, I would love to have a family. I would love to have a grounded home and established roots in a community, small or large, and where my dental program could be run. One of my goals in life is to be successful enough to help others. I found a quote online, which is by Jana Steinfeld, and it says, "I cannot do all the good the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do." I feel like this quote sums up me as an individual and what I plan to do with my life in the future. So, all in all, I'm a very religious person. I feel that morals and personal values are very important in one's life. I think that as long as you have love and passion and dedication to what you're interested in, you will end up being successful. As for now, I want to continue focusing on my schooling and my education, and I want to be so successful that I can continue to spiral into my upper level education and eventually be very successful as a businesswoman and a dentist. Throughout this discussion, I hope that I've made it clear that my goals include having a very successful family life and an education, and then I want to go on to further my education and to become a successful businesswoman. And all in all, I would love to help others achieve their success in life and be happy with the place they are in their life. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Where did
Yes.
you find all the information about your culture and your family?
I wasn't, as I mentioned before, I wasn't very involved in knowing about my culture and my previous identity, as in my ethnicity. But I started digging because of this project, and I ended up asking my relatives, and they dug up old files and found out that my background included Native American and Irish. Any other questions?
You said you plan to help others as one of your long-term goals. How do you plan to help?
Well, I plan to help others. I see the world around me, and I think that a lot of people, they don't have homes or food or money to support themselves. And I just think that maybe as an individual, I'm not going to be able to touch the world as a whole. But if I could just get to a community, or if I could get to a neighborhood, or if I could just get to maybe my neighbors, then I could make an impact in their lives, and that would spiral into them being kind and helping and wanting to share the love with other people.
What has been the most important part of your education so far?
This is a tough question, because my education, all in all, has been the most important thing to me. As a person, and my family believes this as well, that my education is what's going to carry me through my life and into my career. But for the most important and probably the hardest thing to learn was time management skills, because like I mentioned before, I'm in track, I'm in powerlifting, I'm in all these organizational clubs, and they're all pulling from my time at one time. So I think that having effective time managing skills, being able to know when to study, to know when to do your homework, to know when to finish that test, and then to know when to even touch your college classes, to manage those. You have an online schedule and a physical schedule, along with your sports and clubs. If you can be successful with that, I feel that that will carry you and help you be successful in all aspects of your life. Thank you.